Hey, welcome to the Carl Jackson Show. Again, your daily dose of objective truth in a world of confusion and lies. Guys, I want to talk to you about Target dumping DEI. Also, Big Perm, aka Al Sharpton, staged I guess it wasn't a protest, but basically in support of Costco. Costco has doubled down on DEI recently. This isn't new news. I've talked about this for quite some time. Costco has been woke for a long time. But they also have a great business model. But now they're doubling down while other companies are going one way. Again, Costco is doubling down. So Al Sharpton, Big Perm, wanted to show his support. Meanwhile, like I said, Target is scaling back their DEI initiatives. I'm going to give you several reasons why America isn't racist or isn't systemically racist like the Democrat Party would lead you to believe, like Big Perm would try to lead you to believe, that in fact that these are the people that are racist, and these people have a listen. These people will benefit financially for keeping the race hustle game going. The people like Al Sharpton, that's what they do. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and roll this video real quickly. This is Al Sharpton, Big Perm, in front of a Costco.
Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with. And for Donald Trump to be able to cancel a commitment they made is an outright affront to the black community, brown community, LGBTQ, gay community, and women that they committed to. So that is why we will stand with those that stand with us. Costco's immediately stepped out and said that they will not back off DEI. On last Monday, Martin Luther King holiday, I announced that for 90 days we're going to research the company that we find that has made the most affront. We will call a boycott. But today we are calling a buy-in. I have bought 100 people $25 gift certificates. We're going shopping at Costco because they've stood with us. People that stand with us, we will stand with them. People that do not stand with us, let Donald Trump stop us in 90 days from boycotting them. We will not pay to be rejected and disrespected. Thank you.
Okay, so this is a guy that wants racism to exist in corporations. Listen, DEI is a sin. It's a sin against God. You're not you can't say that I can't be racist because I'm black. That makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, where do you get the moral authority to say that? It is God that judges a man's heart. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. Now, Big Perm, Al Sharpton, is a race hustler. He always has been a race hustler. This is a man that has been an anti-Semite, has said some very racist things against Jews, against whites, and yet he has a network show on NBC. I believe he still has a show. And then it's so funny. This is a buy-in. So he purchased. You see how that worked? He purchased $125 gift cards. So all of these people can go buy what? I don't know, a couple dozen eggs, a couple, a pack of, orange juice or whatever, because it's all bulk in Costco. Remember, I mean, this is just absolute insanity, and it makes sense. It makes no sense whatsoever, except for the fact that the Democrats can't lose the issue. This is the party of the KKK. This is the party of the Jim Crow South. This is the party that literally fought for Barack Obama, that fought against fought to keep black students out of private schools in Washington, D.C. I think it was Sidwell Friends, and to end school choice, because he wanted to support the union. So it's laughable that these people are the ones that are claiming that they're the ones that aren't the racists. And I mean, it's just absolute nonsense. But again, this is all to perpetuate. They have to have this issue. And right now, with Trump winning more black support, Trump winning more Latino support, they're going to double down because nobody likes their policies. Their policies don't work. Target has decided to dump DEI, contrary to what Costco is doing, and people will vote with their dollars. But literally, if you forbid what Trump is doing is outlawing DEI in the federal government. I don't even know what Al Sharpton is talking about. but the market will determine what will happen with Costco. But you can tell that America isn't racist. One of the reasons you can tell is because you have these companies that were jumping over themselves to promote DEI because they wanted to virtue signal. They thought it would be good for the bottom line. They hire some people, pay them too much money that aren't qualified for the position, and again, overpay them for the position because they want to pat themselves on the back and feel good about themselves, but that hasn't worked out well. This from CNBC, Target on Friday said it's rolling back diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. This includes some that aim to make its workforce and merchandise better reflect its customers. In a memo sent to its employees, the Minneapolis-based retailer said it will end its 3-year DEI goals, stop reports to external diversity-focused groups like the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index, and end a program focused on carrying more products from Black or minority-owned businesses. You know what they're saying since Donald Trump has gotten elected? Phew. Okay, we got ourselves into this. We can stop playing the game now. We've got cover because it hasn't been working out well for them, right? It just hasn't panned out well for them. And so now they want to, it's back to business. And that's the way that it should be. You give people an equal opportunity to succeed in your company. And how do you make any store more appealing to clients? Just good service and good products. It's as simple as that. Let me give you some more reasons why America isn't racist like you've been told, or systemically racist at this point. And I mentioned this before in passing, but I want to mention it again and clarify it. We went from Barbie to Kim Kardashian, right, where big butts and big lips are. You have white women that literally want to purchase them. Now, Carl, why is this so important? Why do you keep harping on this? It makes no sense. Yes, it makes perfect sense. We went to a society that said Barbies are beautiful, to a society that said, you know what, I like some of those features, that big booty, those big lips that some Black women have. White women or Latino women are saying, hey, I want that too. It's not cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation. You've got a Democrat Party that tries to totally deny their past. That's how far removed we are from a systemic racism. The party that is the most systemically racist institution in the entire United States tries to deny their history. Just sit and think about that. You went from Elvis. I hardly today hear of Elvis being king. I mean, if you get some people that are real big Elvis fans, obviously you're going to hear that. But I hear about LeBron James all the time being the king. I mean, there's just been such a cultural shift in the United States of America. It's not even funny. You look at terms like microaggression and white privilege. They prove that racism in America is a thing of the past because they got to make up fake grievances, microaggressions. They got to look for racism underneath the rock in some of these academic institutions and amongst some Blacks. It's insane. It's people that desire to be victims. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Also, interracial marriages on the rise. In the last 50 years, interracial marriages have jumped from 3% of marriages to 18% of marriages. Just since 1990, polls show that people who oppose a family member marrying outside of their race has dropped from 31% in 1990 to 10% today. And this poll was conducted several years ago. So I got a feeling that number has dropped even more. You have Black Lives Matter that were able to riot and loot and spread this nonsense that Blacks are shot more than whites. And it's just simply, it's not even true. You can check the FBI data for yourself. More whites are killed by cops than Blacks are killed by cops. But when Blacks are killed by cops, it fits the narrative. It makes the news. Institutional racism. That idea is a complete myth. Approximately 21% of Black voters, Black workers, are government employees compared to 16.3% of non-Black government workers. So once upon a time, it was our federal government that upheld the institution of slavery. By and large, Blacks run the institution if you consider those numbers now. You think about 95% of white Americans have no direct connection to slave owners. So you're talking about 5% of the population that actually have any connections to slavery whatsoever. And so we're going to indict everybody that's white. I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever. What about Ellis Island? We know that the vast majority of Americans today that exist, European, came post the Civil War through Ellis Island. All right, they had no connection to slavery, but we're gonna tie them to that. white guilt, white privilege, taught by white professors. Again, I mean, this is academia, even in academia, and reparations as well. A lot of these people are trying to figure out how to get paid. That's like Al Sharpton. But when you've got white privilege taught in academia, I mean, you've got, again, in the highest educational institutions, people that are saying, I don't want to be racist. They're doing everything to say they don't want to be racist, because the truth is they're not, except they want a virtue signal because they have no God. So remember, leftists always tell you who to hate instead of how they can help. So since they really don't worship God, they want a virtue signal. So they want to they want to indict us Republicans, us conservatives, us Christians. And then also remember those white Dallas police officers that were slaughtered, assassinated by because they were protecting BLM protesters. What about that story? Now Target is dumping DEI. Racism in America is over. Al Sharpton in front of Costco looking like he's in the 1960s. Give me a break. All right, guys, until next time, don't grow weary doing good. God bless you.